What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome to my guide for Atelier Ryza 3. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make not only one, but two of the literally most overpowered items in the game. And when I say overpowered, I mean quite literally one-shotting everything on the hardest difficulty. And that's without buffs or debuffs, okay? You literally press one button and everything on screen gets deleted. So let's take a look at them, shall we? First of all, the items in question are going to be the Aswell Resonance and the Cross Judgment. Both of these are near enough equal in damage, and they are also both literally leagues above anything else in terms of damage. So what are they? Well, the Aswell Resonance basically deals ultimate fire and ice damage, and it also deals highly increased damage when critical. We have Swallow Everything, which increases the critical rate and increases the stun gauge damage according to the number of targets hit. We don't really care too much about this one, but the increase in critical rate is actually really nice because we are not using any critical traits here. Then we have Extreme Power. This knocks target back and increases damage dealt when targeting a weakness. Now, the good thing here is fusing Ice Flame. This is fire and ice damage. This means that we're pretty much always going to be hitting a weakness. That's even more damage for us right there. And the last one is honestly kind of pointless. Restores the HP and CC of the user when an enemy is defeated. After that, we also have Cross Judgment. Now, Cross Judgment is basically near enough the same. The only difference is it's lightning and air damage instead. For the second effect, we have increases critical rate and reduces the target's defense when you land a critical. We have stuns the target, or if you attack a stunned target, it lowers their physical resistance. Also, it's guaranteed to stun the target if their stun gauge is under a certain value. And last but not least, it just instantly kills an enemy if their HP is below a certain value. This does not work on bosses, however, this is only for regular mobs. Doesn't matter though, it's going to deal like 500,000 damage anyway, so that one's kind of a moot point. Now, let's actually look at the creation stage, shall we? So first of all, we do need to dump a crystal element, a blue flame ember, and a blue flame riverstone in here as well. What we're going to do during the blue flame riverstone though is we are going to apply the super trait. Now, for the super trait that we are going to use on this, you could use Shiten Ichiru, which if I just show you what that is, this is basically increases fire, ice, bolt, and air damage when attacking. However, it is not the best trait to use on attacking items, okay? I have tested both of these, and Overpower is massively superior. You see, why is it superior? Well, item power and critical occurrence rate is increased by 50%. That is a straight up 50% increase in damage, and it's a 50% increase of getting a critical hit. And since we aren't using critical traits, that's going to be important. So we're going to drop in that blue flame riverstone right there. And then the last one is the magical. This one's quite simple. We're going to do a Philosopher's Stone. So we're just going to remove the super trait effect right there, and now we're going to do the Philosopher's Stone. Now I'm going to use the Olden Philosopher's Stone, and this is also going to have my normal traits on as well. While creating this, I did also use a key to add the fourth element on it as well. So the Philosopher's Stone does have all four elements, and of course, effect spread 4. Now the traits we're going to be using is going to be Destructive ++, which gives us an extra 50% multiplier. We're using Power Throw, which gives us an extra 45% damage for extending the wait time. And the last one is going to be Few Bonus ++. The reason we're going to be using this one, okay, is you will not get into a fight with more than 3 enemies. So that means at a minimum, this will give you a 20% damage increase. However, if you're only up against a single enemy, like say a boss, you will get an extra 60% damage from that. So we're going to go ahead and drop that in. Once we have that, we can start looking at other things. Also, let me just show you that Link Morph really isn't that amazing here. So we could get some extra ice damage or bolt damage and so on and so forth. We could do a little bit of poison damage or freeze damage, impact damage. We could debuff and so on and so forth. It would entirely be up to you if you did want to go this route, because the nature of this item where restores HP and the CC of the user when an enemy is defeated, it's really not that important. So if you wanted to throw on some extra damage, like say some extra bolt damage, since we already do fire and ice, then you can do. That is entirely up to you though. So if I just change that over and just show it off really quick. So as you can see, we do get the super vibration laser, which deals extreme bolt damage, and the power increases greatly with tactics level. So you can do that if you really want to. I am going to, just because it is going to be a bit more damage. And then we're just going to run around dropping the Olden Philosopher Stones in, making sure we get every single ability learned. We don't care about the quality abilities though, we can ignore them until we have everything else. So right there, we're still missing that one, so we're going to drop another Philosopher's Stone in. Once I actually find it, there we go. We're just going to drop another Philosopher's Stone in there, just to completely max that out. We need another one up here, so once again, Philosopher's Stone. The reason we're using Philosopher's Stones here is just because it has 10 element value and effect spread 4, so it's pretty much guaranteed to max everything out. And one final Philosopher's Stone there, just to unlock the final ability. So now we've literally unlocked absolutely everything. So what we want to do now is go through and just double check. Okay, just double check that everything is unlocked, that you have all of the abilities. As long as you have all of the abilities, we will be fine here. So I do need a little bit more wind there, which I suppose I might as well get just because I can. Now, before we finish up the synthesis though, we are going to use a secret key. Now, ideally, you would use a super rare feather key with the effect of CC down. Unfortunately, I don't have such a key. So as you can see right there, I don't have a super rare feather key, so I can't get 2 CC down. I can only do 1, essentially, either from the key or from using a super rare feather key. I'm just going to do a super rare feather key, simply due to the fact it also gives me a little bit more quantity, so why not, even though it's not really that worthwhile. So what we're going to do now is we are going to finish up the synthesis right there. Of course, we are going to use Destructive++, Power Throw++, and Few Bonus++. And then, of course, we also have Overpower on the super traits as well. And we're going to go ahead and finish that craft up. So we now have the Zway Resonance, so it's now time to also do the Cross Judgment. And this is going to be basically the same as what we just did. We're going to use the Riverstone for our Overpower effect as well. So once again, exactly the same. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and... Oops, I need to take the filter off right there. We're just going to go ahead and do literally the exact same thing that we just did for the Zway Resonance. We're going to make sure we have everything unlocked. Now, again, if you want to, you can change the effect if you want. Let's just find the best one that we can change. Ultimate Bolt and Air, we definitely don't want to change that. Crossing Stash. No, we can keep that. It's the kill one that we want, which is this one, I believe. Yeah, instantly kill an enemy if their HP is below a certain value. So that's Blade of Judgment S, which is... there. Okay, so we actually start on that one. So we can actually change that one as well if you want. Once again, you know, you can get ice damage on it. Obviously, it already does bolt damage, so I wouldn't really bother with that one. You can probably definitely get fire and air as well. I just don't have the item in question, so we can't really do anything with that. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to change it over to ice damage just for, you know, another element right there. And there we go. That is now changed over. So we're going to dump in another Philosopher's Stone just to completely max that out everywhere. Quality. We need another one right there, but I'm just going to use a crystal element. So that is all maxed out, and now we just need to check everywhere else. No, we still need something there. That's fine. We'll drop another Philosopher's Stone. So good job. See, this is why you should always check to make sure that everything is finished, okay? You do not want to make one of these realizing that you have actually forgot an ability or something like that. Okay. So we now have all of the abilities completely learned. So once again, we're going to use a secret key. It is the exact same again. I don't have a super rare gear key with CC down. So we are just going to use a regular one as well to lower the CC to 4. And then we are going to go ahead and synthesize. The traits are exactly the same. Destructive ++. Power throw ++, and few bonus ++, and of course the super trait is overpower. So we're going to go ahead and synthesize that as well. Now let's go ahead and equip them, and also we will go do 2 fights to show you why these are just above and beyond the most broken thing ever. So there's the Zwei, and there is the Cross Judgment. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and go jump into a fight. We'll do this in the same place as we were using before, the old Fairy Stone silo. And we'll just go jump into a random fight. Once we load. Okay, there we go. So let's just jump into a fight with this boss. And we will start off with the Zwei Resonance. So as you can see, it is a single enemy. We're going to use the Zwei Resonance first. It's neutral damage, it's not resistant, and it is not, you know, vulnerable. So we're just going to go ahead and use the item. And there we go. 445,000 damage. And you want to know something else? We could increase that even more. The reason we could increase that even more is we currently deal fire, ice, and lightning damage with that. If I was to change the Lone Wolf Spirit trait on here to Risk Boost Bolt, get that up to 50 trait, that is an extra 50% damage that we could deal with that item. That would put it around the 650,000 to the 700,000 damage mark, if not even higher. That is how broken these weapons and these items are. Literally, it one-shots. Look, we are on charismatic difficulty, the highest difficulty in the game currently. And we just one-shot everything. So now let's do the other one as well. This time we are up against 3 enemies. So just divide the damage by 3 here. But this is the Cross Judgment. And as you can see, this is going to do 635,000. So that means each individual hit there did about 230,000. Now, obviously, we are not fully boosting the the Cross Judgment like we are with the Zwei Resonance, simply due to the fact of the traits on the Mistral Cane. But we could do, okay? We could boost all 3 elements, and then we would be dealing very close to 1,000,000 damage. But though, everybody, that is going to be it for this video. I do hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope it has helped. If it has, then please be sure to smash that like button and drop a comment down below. Let me know the first thing you are going to nuke into orbit with these items. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. I've got tons and tons more Atelier Ryza guides coming for you guys, and you will not want to miss them. As always though, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.